Hello everyone!
Hi! So today we are going to be talking about how to get our makeup look.
With the MAC product.
Just kidding!
We're not going to be talking about
Today, as you can see, our title's name is going to be named Omegle Boy.
Oh joy.
So, today we're talking about this boy who shall be remain nameless throughout this process because we don't, want to use his name.
Yeah.
So, so it kind of started out, we were on Omegle. We were going to try to film a video of us.
Did not go very well.
Some people on Omegle are just really
Nasty.
creepy and are perverts, and we're just not going to go into
They
detail.
are strippers.
So then we, you just randomly get people, and so we saw this boy, and he seemed really nice, and he was really sweet. He was totally flirting us up, and like, you guys are so hot, you're so pretty, I can't believe how beautiful you that type of thing. And we're like, oh.
How nice. How
Yeah.
sweet. It's like, I have a boyfriend.
And then, once he found out she had a boyfriend,
He was like,
he was all over me. He was like, it was beyond, it's flattering, but it got kind of weird. So then, we asked him
some questions.
So then, we're like, hey, where are you from? You know what? What might I remind you through this process? It was on mute, so we couldn't hear him. He couldn't hear us. Well, we think he couldn't hear us. He might have been able to because I'm kind of suspicious of that now. And so we're chatting, and we were like, well, where
are you from? What state?
Yeah.
He said,
we were crossing our fingers like this, and we're like, please, from Texas, please, from Texas.
And he was from Texas.
He was from Texas.
Yeah. He was, according to we geeked him later, and he said, well, right now I'm in Buffalo, New York.
So we don't know if he's from Buffalo, New York. He said he was playing hockey. Who knows what he was doing, where he's
Lies.
from. Okay, we'll get into that, the whole lie part next. So then, we asked him how old, what grade he was going to be in and what school he was going to go to. And he said, I'm in the 9th grade. No, we asked him what city he was from. And he goes,
Burleson.
I don't know if he could hear us because, again, we were like, please be from Burleson, please be from Burleson. He said Burleson, and we're like, uh-huh. So are we, and we're like, what grade are you in? What school are you going to?
He said 9th.
And we said, are you going to Centennial? He said yes. And I was like, okay.
We were like, what middle school did you come from? Hughes.
No, that came upon later.
Well, so who cares?
But that's when I started to get suspicious of this guy. But then he sweet-talked his way out of it, so I didn't realize it until later.
Yeah.
I was a complete pathological liar. So,
long word. That's going to be the word of the day.
What happened next? Let me think about this. So then we decided, oh, what social networks do you have? And he's like, oh, I don't have anything but Keek.
Or like,
Who knows why? No, we weren't like, we just thought we thought he was for real. Now we think we're gullible. But then we're like, okay, so we were keeking him and whatever, and I was like, are you really from Burleson? He said yes, blah, blah, blah. And so, what was I going to say? Oh, and then I asked him what middle school. He said Hughes. I was like, oh, cool, what? Because that's our rival school, because we went to Kerr, and now we go to Centennial, the big high school. And so, then I was like, hey, what are some friends do you think I would know? Just to know, hey, does he have any friends, I know from Hughes? And he said, probably nobody that you know. I said, try me. And so he said some kid's name. I don't know. He'll remain nameless too. But
probably because we don't remember his name.
No, I don't remember his name either. So then he said the name, and I was like, don't know him.
So I got the idea, okay, since I went to my 5th grade, my elementary school fed into Hughes, so I was like, I was texting them, and I was Facebooking them, I was like, hey, do you know this kid? And they're like, no. And I said, well, can you look up in your yearbook and look up his friend? And so this dude, he did, and he said, he's not in the yearbook, and neither is his friend. So we're like, joy.
Yeah, at this point, I was beyond furious. Well, I didn't have high expectations going into it. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't,
Who knows?
I was flirting, every typical person does it. It's funny. It was funny to me too.
It was.
Because the kid was funny and nice.
Yeah.
And so then I sent him this whole long like geek message. I was like, no, we asked people, they don't know you. One looked you up in the yearbook. You don't exist. Neither does your friend. He read it and never replied, like a coward. I'm sorry, but that was a cowardly move.
Then today I kicked him, and I said, I'm gonna look up it there. I said, did you go to the Gogi camp, which is our fish camp name. A Gogi apparently stands for small Spartans or little Spartans. And he said,
I don't think
that's what a lot of people said. That's what a Gogi means. He said yes, and I said, what group were you in? He said, yours. I said, what color was mine?
Well, we had 3 different colors. We had purple, yellow, and blue, and Ashley and I were in the blue group, so, we got little wristbands to depict what group we were in, and so we were like, oh, were you really in our group? Because at this point, we're kind of like CIS.
We're part of the CIS.
We were CSI investigating at this point. Like, hardcore, we're going to investigate.
And we're also probably going to have a segment called CSI, maybe. Who knows?
No.
Who knows?
Don't say things if we don't know.
Well, it's a maybe. It's an if. So I said, what color was mine? He said, I don't know. It was yours. I said, I call bullcrap. You should have said hi then. And he said, I didn't remember what you look like. I was like, whatever. And I said, send me your schedule. He said, I lost it. So I was like, ooh.
At that point, I was like, okay, he doesn't remember what we look like. Okay, you have our Keek. You can go and look at my profile picture on Keek. You definitely, if you would have seen me, because he was flirting hardcore with us, he would have came up and said something.
I know. And I know I got my hair done, but I don't look that different.
Well, you can tell me. I have blonde, curly hair. I don't change that much. I look exactly the same.
I got rid of my highlights and I got my hair cut. Big whoop. And so, I decided to do a little bit more digging into it. And I said, in camp, they said the name of the freshman hallway. Was it D, C, or E? I wasn't listening. And he said C. And I was like, are you sure? Yep. And it wasn't C. It was D. So we're like, buddy duddy.
He obviously thinks she is completely stupid because he really believed her that she didn't know. Of course we knew it was D. No, duh. Anybody would know that. You can go on your schedule and look what hall it's in.
It's like, really? You're so
Freshmen aren't in the C hall. They're in the D hall.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm not that stupid.
C is for sophomores. Maybe he's a sophomore. I don't know.
And I said, I need to get my schedule changed. And I need to get my schedule changed. I forgot the counselor's name. Do you know it? No. And we're not going to say the counselor's name either.
Nobody has seen this kid. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows what he looks like. We're being catfished, but we know it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at first we didn't know it, and then I was like, oh, hey, we should really see if this kid is lying or not. Maybe I'll show up on the first day of school and find this kid. I have no idea, but at this point, it's very fishy, and it's very suspicious to me. And all the facts turn toward this kid is either making up a huge lie, he lives somewhere else, he Googled our school, Burleson school names, which is crazy.
But it's also kind of smart, though.
But how would he know we live in Burleson, Texas?
Unless you Google Burleson, Texas.
No,
and
we
it
didn't say
shows
Burleson. We asked him what city.
And he said Burleson.
Exactly.
But no one's seen him in Hughes, and we don't know him from
No,
her.
but I'm just saying, maybe his volume was on. And he said it wasn't, but he could probably hear us. Because there's no other way.
I'm like, we're so mind-blown like that AT&T commercial.
It's completely out of there, and I'm just like, kid, come on, you don't reply to my message. That obviously gives me a sign that you are fake.
So I'm like, screw it all.
Ooh, yeah.
Screw it all.
I don't like liars, and I don't like fake people.
So
I don't like this kid. He's not even a liar. He's a pathological liar. He needs to, go to where Mona from A went. I mean, not Mona from A, Mona from Pretty Little Liars.
That's the second time you said that really long word.
Oh, pathological liar?
Third time.
But kind of like changed, well, got a set, not like changed it, but like have a new setup kind of thing. We have a lamp, chairs, our camera.
And they're fancy chairs. Look how fancy they
are. Yeah, they're from my dining room. But up here, as you can see, is our new board. Our new title for today is Omegle Boy.
And our channel name.
And then both of our Twitters.
And then our...
You can join Twitter for our YouTube account.
Yeah, so we're going to put the links below in the description if you do not know how to read and copy this down.
Or they can't see it very well. Either way.
Or all you lazy people that don't want
It says Ashley at Ashley
1 2 3
4 1 2 3. Jordan at Jim JEM 98 Mackey MAKI.
And
then both is at ANJ 98.
How hard is that?
Not very hard. So, don't stalk me, please.
I probably will. I'll totally stalk you, Jordan.
I don't like stalkers. Random people follow me on Twitter all the time, but I would actually know these words.
Oh my gosh, people always, like on Twitter, Instagram. On Instagram, when you hashtag something, like this random person likes it. And then
that's why you make your page private.
I don't want to.
Alright, that can be a completely whole new video, but we're gonna go and...
So hopefully you liked our rant.
Yeah, kind of rant / story time. So story time with Ashley and Jordan.
Story time.
Hashtag story time with Ashley and Jordan.
Oh my god, not hashtags again.
Alright, so bye.
Bye.